Now we come to the default settings from Mailenable. So when you are in Mailenable, all what's interesting is here go to SMTP and there to your properties. Inside the properties we have the following stuff which is very important. At the beginning we have the mail server, the server. This is the Windows server or Linux server. And then we have the same server but with the extension mail.server, which means this is on the IIS, the address where your machine goes to, or all your mail is coming from. So when you have, it's not the IIS, so it's when a mail comes in with the MX prefix or type, then it will land on this server. So this server listens for everything which is coming in on this point. Then we have, and this is the super important stuff, these are the DNS addresses. It's not the address from your server, it's the address of your name server from your hosting. So this is, if your no mail is going out anymore, then this is the reason you need here the name server. This is my first name server from unitedhoster.com, second name server and third name server. This is the mail address where anything goes on if something is happening with this point. Then we have the inbound. In the inbound you have the port settings, which are 25. Then you have here the advanced settings, and then you have access control, which means in my case normally that's the point, grant access to everybody. But since you have spamming from everywhere, for this I only allow my provider for my home office and for my office where I have an IP address. So this is denied access except those listed below. So only these IPs will be allowed. This is a small range and you are able to set the wildcards. So we have here always bind the service with all available IP addresses, or only use that stuff in-house. So this is my server in-house. Now we come to the outbound. Outbound is how often will this be threaded or sent, and how long does it try to get a connection. This is our all default settings. Then we have the relay. I start with this. That's default stuff. Works quite good. Then we have advanced SMTP. So SMTP means sending. You don't have to add anything in here. I also sometimes took required authentication for all connections. Then we have delivery. You don't have to change anything else. Simply go there, send a delay notification after 5 minutes. So this means if there's no outgoing, if your server can't connect the target server, then you will get information, and after five minutes that it's going to retry for a day or something like this one, somewhere there. Then we have all those failure notification which you don't want. Then we have blacklisted IPs, blocked addresses if somebody is attacking you. Then we have a whitelist. So this is the whitelist where of the whitelist of sending or coming, I don't know at the moment. And the outbound whitelist. So this is for the IP addresses. If you're only sending in-house, then it's only this one, it will be only important for you. So I'm not sure if I should take that point. Let's see. How did I? My whitelist, where is it? No, I didn't enable in all my other stuff. And then I have DNS blacklisting. So the DNS blacklisting, I didn't activate it. Maybe this would be helpful, but I'm not sure. It checks if your stuff is blacklisted. Let's see. Marked email as spam. So that's for the incoming stuff. And if the incoming stuff is in this list, then it will be marked as email. And add something from Barracuda, Barracuda, and is Spam Cop and Spam House. Sam are blacklisters. And in here we have enable URL blacklisting. The URL. Don't accept email, mark mail as spam. Edit from those companies if possible. And then we have smart host is not set, and logging. This will write a lot of logs into your file, activity log. So for the next 2 years you will have a lot of debug and all that stuff in your point. And then you have security. Sender email domain must be local or resolvable through DNS. So this is all not set as a default. And as you have seen before in my last video, these settings will work in a default. And you also have to go to diagnose, and you should find everything green there except one point. So everything is green, except this one if you don't have Facebook connected, which should be also standard. I hope this helps you, and you find the Mailenable in the management console.